So you've heard it said, you can't give what you don't have. What does that mean in our lives? When we go out on the streets, we're seeking to give Jesus to our friends. And we can't do that if we haven't received Him first. And so we start every day in the chapel, right here in our very own house, praying. From there we go and we start the day with Mass and receive His Word into our minds and our hearts and His body into our own, so that when we go out on the streets, we have Him with us to give to our friends. So the missionaries are divided into street teams, and each team will walk the same route every day, meeting the same people, learning their names, hearing their stories.
Pray?
Yep.
In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. So normally we go out on the streets, on our regular street routes, and we're just really available to encounter whoever God puts in our lives that day. But sometimes we get to have specific meetings with our friends on the street. And so today we're actually going to go meet with our friend Reggie at a coffee shop. Ready to go?
When we go out on the streets, walking the same routes, meeting the same people, what we're trying to do is build consistent relationships with a population known as the chronically homeless. The chronically homeless are a demographic that has been on the street for so long that they become service resistant. They don't take advantage of the resources that are available. They've been out so long, rejected by so many people, that they've, in a lot of cases, given up hope. And our job is to share Christ's love, remind them that they do have dignity, that there is hope, that somebody cares, that they can get the help they need to get off the streets. In addition to spending time on the streets with our friends, we also spend a lot of time learning about the different resources and agencies that are available to help the homeless here in Denver. We know where to take them. We know where the emergency shelters are and the food lines. We know where they can go to get their IDs so that they can get into more permanent housing. We'll walk with them to these places and introduce them to the people who are working the desk. Because they trust us, they trust the people that we take them to. We also love to share our mission with our donors and volunteers. A great way to do that is our Wednesday lunch at the parks, where we invite local parishes to come and join us and sponsor a meal for our friends. We provide them with training at our house, and then they come here to the park and participate in our mission in this welcoming, safe, and joyful environment. We also have college students from around the country who come and join us for a week while they're on spring break, participating in our mission, our street walks, and our lunches.
Our afternoons kind of look different each day of the week. One day we go to the Augustine Institute and take classes there, or we'll be here at Christ in the City taking on leadership roles to help us develop the skills that we need later on in life.
We couldn't do, as missionaries, what we do out on the streets without the community that we have here in the house and the formation we receive, all of which is centered on Christ. We spend our day playing and praying, cooking and cleaning together as a community, learning to love by having to choose love for the people that we don't necessarily get along with in the community, so that when we leave Christ in the City, we can go out and be good Catholic leaders in our communities, in our parishes, in our workplaces,